Hi, and today I'm going to welcome you into my inbox. I'm Marie-Pier, I'm a systems wizard, so I'm here to show you how I use Notion for my personal and my professional life and how I use it so I can kind of blend everything in and make sure I don't forget a thing. Things get done when they need to get done, kids are at the right place, clients are answered to on time, and it all makes sense because I use one tool, I use Notion, and I try to not spend too much time doing back and forth between different tools. So that's why today I'm going to show you how I use Inbox to Notion so that I can take my emails from my Gmail account. Just a little caveat, this tool only works with Gmail, not other email providers. So I'll show you how I take my emails from Gmail, I tag them, and then they all appear in my Notion workspace. So let's get started. Welcome to my inbox. This is my personal inbox. As you can see, lots of school stuff, lots of kids stuff. I'm going to show you quickly how it works with Inbox to Notion, and then we'll dive into Notion so you can see what it looks like here. So when you first installed Inbox to Notion, you'll see over here on the top right that this is where it's going to take you. It's going to make sure that you sync your Notion account to your Gmail account. You don't want to send your email to some other random Notion account. And if you have different Notion workspaces where you've got one that's personal, one that's professional, that you use completely different emails and settings for, you may want to make sure that each Gmail inbox is linked to the correct inbox in your Notion. So this is where you're going to do your setup, but then when it's time to actually take an email and tag it into Notion, there's a few other ways you can do this. You can see the top 3 emails I've got here. You can see there's a little Notion icon, and then whatever comes after, so urgent, that's my status. And then this is the title. I'll show you how you can change the title. You can already see some important data that you would have added to that email as part of the Notion properties that are set up in your template. So let me get into it, and I'll take an email here. I've got a book I need to pick up from the library. So I'll show you how I can take this email and put it in my inbox as a thing I need to do today. So over here, once you've installed Inbox to Notion, it appears in the top. So I'm just going to click this. It's linked to it. So the first thing you see here where it says My Inbox Task, that's the default template that you get when you start using Inbox to Notion. You can make your own template, you can link it to any other database that you have. And then the properties that are assigned to the pages on that database should appear over here. Without leaving your email, you can already modify the properties of that item. So basically what happens, that email becomes a page into your Notion account, and from your Gmail, from right here, you can decide what properties they need. You can add a comment, very useful, especially if you work with other people. For example, I might tell my partner, hey, can you go pick up that book because it's on hold and we need to have it. The subject line is the default subject that you find in your email. It's only a text property. It's not the text property, it's the name of the page that it will become in your Notion workspace. So you can leave it as is, or you can change it if you think. So for me, this becomes a task, pick up book on hold. That way I know exactly what it is and where it should go. The priority, that's becoming a bit urgent because they only keep it for a couple of weeks, and I've got only about 3 more days before they put it back on the shelf. Status, this is to do. So I'm going to put it as a to do. The due date, let's go do it today. Otherwise we're going to miss out on this. Assignees, I'm going to pick me, but if you have other people, you might want to tag other people as that. And then tags, these are default tags from this template. If you use a different template, the tags will be different and the properties that show up will be different as well. So this is personal because this is a thing I need to do for the family. When you've filled up all those properties, all you have to do is click Save to Notion. When you're still in your email, you will see all the properties that you modified up here, most of them, so that you can have a quick glance. So then if I go back in my inbox, I can see that they're all over here. You can also see on the left side, I've got here Notion and my inbox task. So if I click this, it will show me all of my inbox tasks within my Gmail with the priority, the tags, any notes, status, due date, so I can start to filter it out without leaving my email to see if there's anything I've forgotten. Now, let's move on to the next part. I'm going to show you what it looks like in Notion. Okay, so we're now in my Notion workspace. I'm using the default template to show you what it looks like the first time you use it. Eventually, I may make a new template so it works better for me. For now, this works great for me. So you can see the first view you're going to see is a board view that's organized by status. So to do, delegate, for review, follow-up, reference, and I think there's a couple more waiting on and in progress. So you can see I've got a few emails that are already added in there. The one that we added today is this one, pick up book on hold. If I open it, as you can see, you've got all the properties here. These are all the same things that you found in the extension when you clicked the little Notion box. There's a link to the email, so if you click on it, you'll be straight into your email to the right email. And there's also a message ID that's assigned automatically. And as you can see in the body of the email, I've got the whole email. So if I want to get back, if I've got the task to do, I don't need to jump from my Notion workspace back into my Gmail to know what the email said. It's all right there. So that's saving me a lot of back and forth, a lot of time just task switching. When I get something done where I organize my task, I plan my week, everything is right where I need it. So this is what it looks like when it's in your Notion workspace. Now, this template comes with a few different views, and it's not really, default, it's not sorted by anything. I've got it sorted by due date so that the most important thing is on the top. So as you can see, I've got a sort over here, but you could decide to customize it for you so you can know what's to do today, tomorrow, next week. They also provide with a few different views if you're using the default template. There's the task where it's just all the list of the things you need to do. By status, you can choose to see it by priority, and also by to-do reference, so you know what's an action, what's just something to read, what's something that you're waiting on for someone. And one of my favorite views, the calendar view. So if anything is due on a specific day, it's in your calendar. And because it's already in Notion, if you use Notion Calendar, you can just do open in calendar and you will see those items from your inbox straight into your calendar. If you've tagged them as a to-do, it makes it much easier to know what's to do. So this is how I basically manage all of my things to do with Inbox to Notion. I hope you find it useful. You can definitely sign up. There's a request access button on the Inbox to Notion page that you might want to click. And from there, good luck, have fun with it. Let me know if you have questions. I'd be happy to help you sort it out. So this is it. This is how I manage my emails, bring them into Notion so that when I start my day and I look at my to-do list on Notion, everything is in the one spot that I love to use. It makes for less task switching if I don't have to switch from one app to the other, because the full body of the email is in there. I never forget a detail, or if I think I forgot it, it's really easy to find it. And by switching tasks a lot less, I get things done easier, much faster, and everyone in the family is in the same page because the emails are being put and assigned as tasks or events in the right place. So if you want to give it a try, it's inboxtonotion.com. Give it a try. There's a little button on the top right of the website. It says request access. Click on it. Ask them to get the beta try and to give it a try. I'm loving it. Let me know what you think about it. I'd love to see if it helps you make your life just a little bit more magical, because there's a bit less time spent doing the nitty-gritty of managing everyday life. I hope you like this video. I'll be back for some more. Let me know what you'd like to know, how I do things on Notion. I'd love to share how I manage a bit of everything with this great tool that I love. Have a great day.